Hello. Feels like it's been ages. I ain't been well this week. Let's crack on with the show then. Let's play this.
Don't feel bad for the flat earthers. They've all been depressed since December. It was the final experiment all over the world. They all tuned in. Two of their leaders, they went to see if the sun set. One of them filmed it, the other one cried like a child. But there are a few flat earthers left. They're still delusional, but they're not a threat. There are a few flat earthers left. I can't help but feel bad. They're still virgins. Well, now they live underground. I don't mean that metaphorically, it's where they can be found. All those dollar store experiments, no one's there to watch them now. All the live streams, no one's in the chat room now. But there are a few flat earthers left. They're still delusional, but they're not a threat. There are a few flat earthers left. I can't help but feel bad. They're still virgins.
And now, from the mean streets of Essex, England, this is Whatcast.
Hello, this is Whatcast and I am Matt. Oh my word, I've been off my real job all week. I've been off of here all week. I ain't been well. I ain't been this ill for about 20 years. But I'm getting there now. Still can't speak very well for some reason. Don't know. Good. Don't want to hear you anyway. So say people, right? So I might just have to rely on Nathan to do this show for me.
It doesn't have lips.
What else we got in here? Hello, Max. What else we got in here? Oh, gas go down, go boom. Well, people just posting all these emojis.
Gas go down, go boom, boom, my friend.
Oh, we got a chewy one. Jesus. Violated by gas first, because I'll get there first. Where is it? I thought I was going to get there first.
Violated by gas.
Straight over to chewy then. There you go. Violated by gas. Already done it. G'day. Please talk about Arsenal. What do you want me to say, Jonathan? Arsenal, perfect record in the Champions League, finishing first. Shit performance against Man United last week, and 2 great goals for Man United. Should bounce back. Lots of flirts to laugh at. I don't know. Is there? I've got some. I'm gonna start off today. Are you trying to say fox porn? I've got to do the violated by gas emoji without the green background. Have I? I thought you wanted it with a green background. Right, okay. Oh, jeez, Louise. What we got going on here then? There it is. This is what I want. I'm not at all set up today because I haven't been doing this all week. This is Dan. Hello, Dan kicking us off here with the old chats of super. The Humbly Awards show is on Sunday at 3 p.m. Is that Eastern? Get your tickets or just show up on the stream. Yeah, there you go. So that's long overdue. So that February, wouldn't it? Sunday, it'd be February. The words are hard to make out. I'll have a look, Megs, yeah? And I'll check it out. He's losing lips. What's going on there? Where's the lips? I ain't got lips here.
It doesn't have lips.
Oh, I had a gas go down, go boom,
Gas
boom
go
as well.
down, go boom, boom, my friend.
Right, so speaking of awards, there's going to be the top left is up. I don't have, right. I wasn't going to make a video to put into that, right? But I have nominated Flat Earth Reconnaissance. So I kind of wanted to show you why. And this, I could just watch this and I don't even need to be on any kind of video that I make for Flat Earth Reconnaissance, because I could just show you I could just send what I'm about to show you now if you haven't seen it. Here he is, right? FAR, or as I'll call him, TLS, Top Left Sam, he is now, right? And well, yeah, Flat Earth Dave could be. This is his trailer. He's put out a trailer for the Weiss Files Part 2. Right. And tell me anybody that is more deluded than this person here. What's this about, Ledwell? I'll read that in a second. Listen to this, honestly. Talk about take yourself seriously. Let's listen to, what did I call it? Even watched that, you might have noticed. I couldn't even watch it. I can't. It's like second-hand embarrassment. How? These people are good. They're very good. Who do you think you are? Some geriatric fucking Neo? My God. Villain of the piece, the Flat Earth Dave. The fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh, there's Witsity's in on it as well. Philip Schofield, who I can't stand, and Holly Willoughby, who's sitting next to him. You used to be like best mates. But then Schofield started getting accused of knocking about with some teenager in a he was married and he was at like a homosexual relationship. And he's now a big victim of the world. But they did have, who's that? Just Call Me, what's that bloke's name? Not Flat Earth Dave, the other Dave bloke. Just Dave or something like that. Simply Dave. Someone should know his name in here. The black geezer. He was on this show and he was trying to this is Willoughby. He was trying to convince them that the earth was flat. And for some reason, someone allegedly Dave, thank you. Someone has decided that they're in on it for this. And these two ain't even been, this was years and years. These two ain't even on fucking TV anymore. All right, let's watch the rest of this cringe. Coming soon. Well, that's if that ain't made you excited for the Weiss Files Part 2, then I don't know whatever will. Right? As far as I know, I'm the only one that's put his name in there for top left. That I can't. I'm going to sell you on this. I'm sorry. That if that little chuckle there doesn't make you vote for him, then I don't know what to tell you. Like the all-knowing. They're not gonna get one over on me.
These people are good. They're good.
Right, I'm not watching all that shit again. They're good, are they? 4 months of membership from Dan. Check your Discord for Roger 30's video. Roger 30? I'll have a look in a sec. Yeah, Spencer Sam. I know, I can't cut the saxophone out though. Spin. Hackromonia, $5 Australian. What the fuck? Absolutely unrivaled fucking stupidity. Yeah. I just randomly saw that the other day. I almost said that. I randomly come across that the other day before. Now, what? I don't want to give Flatzoid any ideas if I say things like that. He'd go, where's the bone? And he'd go and find Flat Earth Reconnaissance to toss one over. Vicious cycle in the place. Do I believe in saxophones? Yeah. More likely than the earth being flat. Jesus Christ. What else did I have here? Oh my God, there was this other funny thing I was going to talk about. Now, if you watch the members, for those members here, if you've seen the members only thing I put out this week, it was, why is that fucked? Don't know. The members only thing that I put out this week was Vicar Draziv getting all pissed off because this bloke called Bashar. Well, he weren't called Bashar. He was called fuck, I can't remember his name now. Daryl Anchor, right? So Daryl Anchor is just some random bloke, but he pretends that he gets channeled by an alien called Bashar. And I'm assuming from what I watched, I'm assuming that Vicar was well into this until Bashar come out and said that the earth ain't flat. So now it's all a hoax and you shouldn't ever listen to Bashar. So Draziv done a fucking about a 2-hour stream slagging him off. Just, well, you know what he does? Watches the video, then just stops it, pauses, don't say much of anything, bites a couple of necks and fucks off, right? That's what he did.
China?
So I might show a bit of Bashar later. Have we got any Bashar?
Hello, everyone.
I might show that as well. That's astronauts reacting to being called liars for going to the moon. Oh no, that was something else. That's fucking Bashar. And I might be jumping back to Dearth and Angels of Shite in a bit. But first I wanted to do this. Has anybody ever seen this dickhead? Right, let's go to a different screen here. So we can see it a bit better. This bloke is called True Earther. His name is Jack something. I don't know, right? But, I mean, he has earned the COTW, right? If you know what that stands for. for this video. And this is why. Listen to what he says.
Ask this question all the time, right? How do eclipses work on a flat Earth? And the honest answer is, we don't fully know yet. We're happy.
You haven't got any clue. Not fully know. That's not the stupidest thing he's going to say here, by the way. And what makes me laugh here is he talks about, I get asked this question all the time. What he doesn't ever tell you is he never answers this question ever. And he never, ever, ever answers any questions that he finds difficult. He just ignores the fact that they ever happened. And Daryl M, you ain't, oh no, I thought you was Daryl Anchor for a minute. Yeah, so this is Jack McLean. This is where you get your information from, Jack. Let me see.
To admit that it's some sort of phenomena in the sky that is unexplainable. But what I can tell you is that eclipses do not work on the globe model. This clip that I'm about to show you, it doesn't actually prove that the Earth is flat, but it completely breaks the globe explanation. Check this clip out from my homie Angels of Light, one of the best flat Earth debaters on the internet.
That's why he wins this.
Cunt of the week. Cunt of the week. It's time for Cunt of the week.
And True Earther, I used to do a weekly thing on the podcast about this bloke because he's such a knob and he talks about so many stupid things. So he's definitely been on the list many times, but just for the fucking hell of it.
You just made the list again!
True Earther, just for looking up to Angels of Shite. You realise you've made Angels of Shite's dick hard for about the next 2 years now. But he's finally got a fan, even if it's this dickhead. True Earther. Oh, by the way, just to prove that I did actually have a weekly thing on True Earther, I even made him a song.
They say he talks bollocks, but he's got 4 million followers on TikTok. True Earther. True Earther. True Earther. True Earther.
There you go. True Earther. Let's see what else he's got to say. I'll get through this at some point.
Check this out.
Is it that during a lunar eclipse time lapse, the shadow on the moon, or supposed shadow on the moon, changes directions almost 90 degrees? Look at this. Comes from the top down. Oh, look up. The Earth's just making a right angle turn. Oh, and then comes off the other way. Now, how does that make sense? How does the Earth, is the Earth doing a right angle turn mid-eclipse? So this is actual proof that lunar eclipses actually debunk the globe, because the Earth shouldn't be making a right...
Yeah, because according to Angels of Shite, and because True Earther is obviously a knob that doesn't understand anything, they all think that the shadow of the Earth would be the exact same size as the moon. And it would cover it like a lunar eclipse, like the moon goes in front of the sun. They don't realise that it doesn't work like that. Well, to be fair, True Earther probably doesn't.
They say he talks bollocks, but he's got 4 million followers on TikTok.
But Angels of Shite definitely does, because he would have been explained to him 1 trillion times, right? So I've got to put all chat on. I don't know what top chat. I want live chat, right? I ain't missing any shit out here. So why does that happen, do we think? Does anybody know in the comments here? See if it's finished.
Angle turn. So something else is causing the eclipse. We don't know what it is, but an intellectually honest person would just say, well, I don't know. And I'm telling you, I don't know what the cause of the lunar eclipse is, but it's definitely not Earth's shadow.
So yeah, there you have it. Apparently, Earth's shadow just changes direction mid-eclipse, right? It curves, it twists, it does a little turn. Physics must have just had a day off. Whatever this is, it's definitely not the Earth's shadow, just like Angels of Light said right there. But obviously, once again, beautiful people, this was all just for entertainment. Clearly, we have to believe the science explanations for everything, even if it goes against our observable reality. And I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
You actually say that we're supposed to believe this whilst believing angels of shite. What are we supposed to say to this, right? So, I thought, how can I, like, I've just said exactly the reason why, because the shadow is fucking huge and it isn't going across it in a perfect circle like this, right? But I was trying to look for something to, because no flat earther will just accept that. So I found this. So this bloke, I don't know whether this is a bit cringe, this video, but the point is there.
Eclipses and layered them on top of each other.
Did you make this? This is so cool.
I made this. There was a lunar eclipse over the weekend that you could see from a lot of Asia. You can take a time lapse and sort of place the moon where it was in the sky at different moments.
Oh.
See that?
And it really gives you a sense of like, oh.
See that, flat earthers? See how the shadow is much fucking bigger than the moon? And to get the full shadow, you need 7 time lapses. There's your answer. See? So, maybe you should go back to one of the best debaters on Flat Earth on the internet, Angels of Shite, and show him this video. You won't. None of you will ever do anything like that, right? Because then you won't be able to use it again. Because even if Angels of Shite, I'm sure he's an avid viewer. I know Twatzoid is. Hello, Twatzoid, by the way. And Roger, because he always comments on the super chats. Hello, Roger. Who else watches me? Matthew Hakeem is usually in here. Flat Earth Reconnaissance comes through. Vicious Cycle. 10 memberships here. If you just got a membership and you're in here, thanks to Vicious Cycle. I've got a super chat here from Arnold. Arnold, $5, because nobody can tell you what it is, and we 100%, but we 100% can tell you what it's not. It's a rational position to hold. Arnold. Exactly. They don't care about anything. They just say it can't be this. That there is is showing you the circle shadow of the Earth. You can see it because he's took time lapses from different places. Will that be good enough for a flat earther? Will that explain why the shadows go across the moon the way they do? No, they won't care. But there it is anyway. Gift memberships are fake and gay. I appreciate all the gift memberships. Cheers, Vicious Cycle. There is always good for that. Oh dear. I don't know whether like the only reason that I'm not going to nominate True Earther for top left is because nobody really fucking knows who he is, to be honest. 82 people in here, 25 likes. Give that thumbs up just the once. Give that thumbs up and we'll push this out a bit further. Maybe some of these people that I'm slagging off might come through and they might be able to jump up and tell me why this is wrong and why the shadows of the eclipse definitely prove a flat earth. Arnold. Let's do Kango first. Kango super chat. This one's for Twatzoid. Have a wank on me. I mean, not on me, but thinking about me while you cry. Oh, and Richard get fucked. Oh dear. Cheers, Kango. Nice one, mate. And Arnold with the suit, with Arnold with the 4 months of membership. Arnold. Shite's own schlong is obstructed by curvature. I wouldn't even call it a shalong. I See Spin. Oh, I know what he's going for. Look, I See Spin celebrates 4 months of membership. Cheers, mate. Nice one. And he has one request. Spin. And this is his one request. Eventually.
Got it.
And because he's been 4 months.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
There you go. Can't say fairer than that, can I? Cheers, guys. So what else we got here then? I was going to watch... oh, yeah. Let's watch... Shall we see quickly before I go into... There's Vicar. I might get to that. Let's get back to that page, by the way. He's doing something, but I don't think he was talking about Flat Earth, so I can't really be bothered to cover him, to be honest. What? The Weisfeld trailer, the moon... 7 eclipses, the biggest. So, speaking of, there's Vicar though. Speaking of him, let's see this person here. This is 6 minutes. I want to see Bashar's secret message for 2026. Are you ready? This is a bloke that channels the alien Bashar, and he's going to make these predictions so we can put them out here on record on this show. January the 30th today, something like that. And we can then look back in December and say, was he right about any of them?
Did he ever give you anything in regards to what's happening in society in the future? Like, hey, like there's going to be this movement.
I mean, he looks like a bit of an alien.
It's very rare. He has left breadcrumbs for me.
To be fair, he looks like a bit of an alien in the, mainly due to the fact that
it doesn't have lips.
For my personal journey to figure things out, but it's very rare that he will make a prediction for society because, number one, he says there's no such thing as a prediction of the future. There are many probabilities. When someone makes a prediction, they may be psychically sensing the energy that exists at the...
This is Vicar without the wig. Like, that's what I think, right? It's the nose is a similar width. The sunglasses, right? I don't know, but maybe they cover some shit up. But I think Vicar's trying to be a bit like alienish with this bloke, pretending to be this bloke. And Vicar's done a video to try and cover it up. But I think they're the same bloke, but without the hair.
The moment the prediction is made of the present, and they're saying if this energy doesn't change, this will unfold and it will manifest and it will come to pass.
Right, I'm going to have to sort this out for next time. I'm going to have to get this bloke's face. Bashar. Fucking hell. And Vicar, and I put them next to each other and we'll compare scars and moles and shit, right?
But
Not shit, I'm not going to compare shit. I'm not going to ask them both for a sample and hold them together. Vicar's turd and, what's the name? Bashar. Do you reckon aliens shit? Orion Cooper celebrates 2 months of membership. Thank you. Compare Vicar to Tommy. Who? What? I'm gonna have to look up who that is while we're doing this. All right, I'll look it up on my phone. Tommy. I can't even say the fucking word. I'll have a look. We'll watch a bit more. Some predictions from Bashar.
Predictions are predictions of the energy at the present. They're not of the future. They are warnings or they are, announcements of what might happen, what might be probable if the energy doesn't change in this moment. That means that some predictions being made known will render themselves obsolete if you don't like what they're telling you. So sometimes a prediction that doesn't come true doesn't mean that the psychic was wrong. It may mean simply that everyone said, we don't prefer that. Let's change the energy. Whether they do that consciously or unconsciously doesn't matter. If the energy changes, then the prediction will not come to pass.
You'll be unconscious in a minute because I'll knock you out. Pretending to be an alien. Stolen valor. Speaking of valor, aliens, Valiant Thor. Do you remember him? Did anyone ever hear of that story that was actually taken seriously from the fucking 40s or 50s or whatever it was, right? Valiant Thor came to Earth and landed on the White House lawn and helped the Americans, and they all pretended it was real at the time. A lot of bollocks. Liam, how'd you say that name? Cartage. £2. Hello, mate. Just a contribution. Have a drink on me, Matt. Thanks, mate. Double T, though, this, Matt. Cheers, Liam. Appreciate that. Good to see UK people knocking around in here. So I ain't gotta keep talking like this so anybody can goddamn understand me around this goddamn place.
However, the few times that Bashar has been willing to make predictions, it's, as he's explained it, because the energy momentum behind this is so powerful, it's unlikely to change direction. And therefore, they feel comfortable saying, look, this is where the energy is going. Not that you still can't change it, but it is got so much momentum behind it. We feel it's unlikely to change. So we're preparing you for this because it seems like this will happen. So here.
Seems like. They never, all of these people that predict the future got fucking, what's his name? Nostradamus, the other blind bird, Baba Vanga, right? And they got this dickhead, vicar with no wig. Everything is, well, it's open to interpretation. If this does happen, then I'm a genius. If it doesn't happen, then I didn't say it would.
There you go. Now, the three that I can mention, number one was in 1998, and this is on a recording. In 1998, he said, but before the end of 2001, New York would have a terrorist attack.
How convenient that he told you that back then, but you didn't tell anyone till now. Sounds believable.
Obviously, that came true.
Mm-hmm.
The second...
Any evidence that he said that in 98?
One was, I think it was a year or two beforehand, he said, and this was obviously having to do with the elections in the United States, he said, in 2016, after 2016, everything will change.
I bet he said that, though. If only there was some way of checking whether he said that. Conveniently, there just isn't. We just haven't got the footage of him saying that at the time. But just believe me that he did. Yeah, all right, I will. Because this podcast is called Soul Something. Don't know. Right. New Level Soul, it's called. So he believes in all of that bollocks. Arnold says, spoken like a Texas speaking in Essex. Right, so I've got to do this in my voice. Angels of Shite once use a P1000 and a P1 to try and bring his own bellend his own bellend and arsehole back from behind the curve. I wonder if he could do that. Looks down. It's got these rolls and rolls and rolls. And if he zooms in enough, out pops Little Shite. Little Shite in a state of excitement because he's just seen Weiss. Little Shite getting a bit on get the throb on for Little Shite. Ready for the docking, maybe. Don't know. Hackromonia. How do I get that one up? Celebrates 1 month. 1 month of membership. He looks like Uncle Fester. Dispenser. He looks like a Fest dispenser. Then look at his mouth. I mean, he's got flat earth teeth, to be fair. He's got more teeth than your average flat earther. But he's got like the ridiculously over the top gag. Here we go.
And you will look back at things beyond that you will trace back to the fact that things changed in 2016 and will never be the same. That has obviously come true. Look where we are today. The last prediction he has made, somewhere around the end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027, there will be some sort of a UFO event that will let humanity know we are not alone. Now, he won't say what that is.
How convenient. Surely if an alien is talking to you, we already know we ain't alone, don't we? If you're speaking through Bashar speaking through you. And we're not going to tell you what it's going to be. Is it going to be Bashar's race? Is it going to be Valiant Thor and his twats? Or is it going to be the shape-shifting reptilians? Or the small greys and the large greys are the weirdest looking things. If these things exist, large greys, you look at large grey, you think, like, every large grey looks the same. I wonder how large greys fancy each other. Do they just have sex through telepathy, large greys? Because how on earth can they all look the same? They all look like him. He's a large grey, this bloke here, right? They all look like that. You're not going to look over as a large grey. And you can't even pretend you don't fancy someone. Like, quite like that bird over there. But I'm going to play it cool. Like, as an alien, they can read your mind if they exist. This is what we hear, right? So they'll just say, oh, he fancies me over there. And then he'll know that she's thinking that as well. He'll be like, yeah, and there's no one needs to talk. That's what I ain't got no lips. It's just everything's done through the mind. And if they come here, it's going to be shit, isn't it? Everyone will look the same. I won't be able if aliens take over and they all become flat earthers, I'll just be sitting there going, look at it. I won't be able to say, look at his 800 chins and all this bollocks. They're just be the same bloke. One joke fits all.
It doesn't have lips.
There we go. Hang on. We've got Liam again here. Oh no, we've got IC Spin first here. Look, 199. No doubt this guy's eyes blink sideways. Well, yeah, I reckon so. Do you see them videos with the shapeshifters? Look at this. Britney Spears is a shapeshifter. Liam, again here. You were bang on cartilage. Well done. Thanks. 7 up on that. Why not? 2 drinks extra. Doesn't have lips. I couldn't help myself. Here you go.
It doesn't have lips.
There you go. You can have one. Let's. I'm waiting to see his predictions. He's intrigued me. What's these aliens going to do?
But he's basically saying this will be the true beginning of open contact, where you now have to consider the reality that there are others in the cosmos other than yourself. So somewhere at the end of 26, somewhere around the beginning of 27, some incident is supposed to occur that will kind of open our eyes to the fact that we're not alone in the universe. Again, he won't say what that is yet. He's going to be talking more about what contact may look like when it happens in the upcoming Sedona transmission in September. But that's his latest prediction. And I've actually heard a couple of other psychics say something very similar, like open contact and disclosure and the introduction of ETs to humanity is only a few years old.
Flatside's got a bit of an ET neck, hasn't he? If you've noticed. I reckon he's made first contact. Well, we'll know by Christmas, won't we, if this bloke's talking bollocks. Well, I know he's talking bollocks now. Don't even have to wait till Christmas. 104 people in here. 38 people have bothered to do that. That's it. Click. The rest of them just sitting there. They've got their phones here and they're listening to me right now and they're giving it bollocks, mate. I ain't pressing that thumb. You can fuck off. If there was a middle finger, I'd press it for you. But I ain't lifting my hand and doing that. Even if it helps you, even if it wins you £1 million, I can't be arsed. It's too much effort for me. And between Brazzers and this, I need my other hand.
It's really close. So it's been echoed by several other psychics independently. So something is happening that is happening in our consciousness that has made us ready for the first steps of contact, I think.
Well, if that does happen, from what you told me before, is like if Bashar showed up today and walked off of a spaceship and walked towards us, we wouldn't be able to handle his frequency. Right. His frequency would be so much. I'm assuming that the contact that's coming.
Hang on, what is Brazzers? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. Let me just look it up here quickly. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, Brazzers. There you go.
Is that a frequency that we can handle?
Yes. So it's something more similar to us, something that would be more humanoid, something we can handle at first, something of a frequency. And you have to also remember that I'm not saying that this event means they're going to land and step out.
Right.
It's an event. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. But
it could be in the front, the White House front lawn. It could be.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
Yeah, but it will.
I doubt any of it's true. So I've got to say this to you.
No, you can fuck off.
Evil producer, $5 here. Here's Toom giving the backstory about Roger's pay meter. And then there's a link there. Is this the same thing that was sent to my hang on a minute, don't switch. So have I got something sent to my I'm gonna bring this up quickly. All right. Let's see what it is here. Is this the pay meter?
Should order one of these guys to take with me to Antarctica. What do you think? I can tell where the refraction is and the gravity, all with a little camera and a gauge. That'll do it.
Camera. It needs a camera to find out how that's ridiculous.
Well, it's a refraction.
Pull it'll pull the sun out from behind the physical line. Curve. It'll pop it back up and refract it up again.
Is it? I'm sorry, is he being serious there? I never know whether to take, because they're so fucking bizarre. I don't know whether they're ever being serious or just talking bollocks. Is this the same? Evil producer here, $5. I found a perfect project for Roger. What is that? What is that? Is it just what I've just had on the screen? Or is it something different? Let me know. Hang on, don't take that off. Oh yeah, you're serious? This is going to piss on us. Fucking hell. It's funny though, because there was like 100 odd people. There's 96 people in here still. I just tried to shame everyone into just thumbsing it up. And because everyone's so rebellious these days, God damn it, he ain't fucking gonna... It's not going to do reverse psychology on me. I only got about 10 more thumbs up from saying that. Completely pointless. I don't know what you're getting at of not thumbsing it up. Make you feel hard, does it?
Will be something that is unquestionable. So obviously they would know what they're doing and it would be something we can handle. So they will leave it up to us in terms of how to react to that, but it will be something we can probably handle. Otherwise, it would make no sense to do it. There would be no point. So, and even when beings are introduced, I think they will be of a type that's more genetically related to us, something we can relate to, something that's easier for us to take. And over time, we would be introduced to other species that are more different than we are. As we get used to the ones that are more like us, we can start to expand and say, okay, now let's look at the ones that are not so much like us.
You can look at whatever you want, Sunshine, but I'm going to look at that link. Where's it gone? Yeah. A Nikon PP 1000. I don't know. Oh, fuck's sake. Nikon PP 1000. Fucking hell. Two Lady Flirt trigger Captain Bush. Oh my word. The thing is, they open themselves up to this bollocks, don't they? For the adventurous fluff, we have our optional Arctic Antarctic kit. Kit includes extra batteries and special heating coil attachment to keep your third leg warm and avoid shrinkage. Wow, shite, I don't have to worry about that if he goes. While you trigger the PP1000 to avoid electric shock, you must use the attached ground strap. Or what is it? Don't put it up in the air. because what was his name? A Zionist arse kicker. Then you electrocute yourself because all the currents are up there. Latest digital handheld pocket urine. There it is, look. Perfect. Globetards will not know how to respond to the readings you get. Oh, mate. They don't deserve anything, though, do they? They deserve the ridicule, these people. Nice one, cheers.
And now we're really understanding a different culture and a different frequency. But they'll probably do it in a way that allows us the opportunity to gradually raise our frequency to match those frequencies later on as well. Because again, if they don't do it that way, it would make no sense.
To watch the full video, click on the link below. And don't forget to subscribe.
Now, all good. I don't need to click on the link below. So, I wanted to go back to this. We're only an hour in. I thought that's a perfect face to catch shite up, the confident, cocky look. So, let's have a look at what else they've got to say to the school. We're only in class 2 of 4 now.
Screaming about global warming are buying mega mansions on the shorelines all around the world. So
I wish they were. I wish shite was on his lap for this.
They know that it's all nonsense. It's all about fear and containment. They don't want us driving cars. They don't want us, flying in airplanes, but they all fly in their private jets and do everything else. Again, once you...
I kind of agree with Dave there. It's not a good look, is it, to tell everyone we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't do that, and then see them like... They could do all these world leader meetings through Zoom if they wanted to. They don't need to fly around the world to decide what everyone else can't do anymore.
Do you understand the way this deception is going? They're literally treating us as cattle on their farm.
Okay. Great.
Do you believe that any astronauts have gone to space?
No, it's a law violation. So if I spoke to any astronaut out there, I could show them a demonstration of why space violates natural laws. They will not have an answer to it. I've debated PhDs, astrophysicists.
Everybody so far has had an answer to it. Shite. You just don't like the answer because it makes you look like a dickhead. So you just ignore the answer. Deplorable ilk. This is Mike. Hello, Mike. Roger was on Sovs last night and asked everyone to vote for him to win top left. Roger's like an avid viewer of every Globe channel, I guess you could call it, isn't he? Hello, Roger. By the way, let's go to the dentist, maybe. But that, to me, that means he don't want to win it. He's pretending that I don't care. I don't care if I win it. I want to win it. Don't vote for him. Vote for Flat Earth Reconnaissance. If you weren't convinced, but if you didn't see what I showed at the beginning of the show, let me know and I'll show it again towards the end to make you vote for Flat Earth Reconnaissance. That's what I think.
Scientists, you name it. Nobody on TikTok can refute my argument when I show them that gas pressure violently fills vacuums. So if they claim that the Earth is in a vacuum adjacent to it with no physical barrier, like I said, if that was true, all the air on the Earth would escape into it, we'd all be dead.
And there's
if you're in a car and we spray gases in the car and we open the sunroof, the gases just escape, right? And if we make the car and drive it into a vacuum chamber and then do the same thing, all the gas is going to violently fill the vacuum. So again, Earth, it can't be in a vacuum. We'd all be dead.
In the scientist section, pilots and scientists section, there's several astronauts from other countries that admitted that space is fake. They've never been to space. Buzz Aldrin himself said it to a little girl. He said, we never went.
Can you believe that? Well, yes, of course you can believe that. But he knows. I've seen him have that conversation and people show him the context or tell him the context. Shite also knows the context. These people know the context of that conversation and they're truthers that will just say that because they know that person will now. Everyone's lazy. Flat Earth only exists as an idea in the world because people are lazy. So people will just go look for that specific clip, find it and go, he was right. He's telling the truth. This guy's honest. He knows what's up. But because they won't watch the 20-minute interview.
He was asked by a college student and he said, she asked, what is the scariest moment? He goes, it didn't happen. Right.
Again,
these guys are serious.
Again, he was talking about something specifically, wasn't he? Oh, what was it? There was something he had to do. And if he hadn't done it, then it would have been a really scary moment. But because he did do it, it didn't happen. The scary moment didn't happen. He talks about it for 20 minutes. I wish I had the clips here to prove it, but I'm sure people in the chat would know that this is true. I feel like this is where I go wrong with my lives. I like to react to things as I see them, but what I probably should do to be a more effective channel is to actually watch the shit first, get clips ready so as I can debunk as they go. But I prefer doing things this way, don't I?
Seriously controlled, but they're slipping a little bit. If you look into all of the history of many of the astronauts that tried to whistleblow, it's amazing the accidents that that happen to them, and they disappear from the scene. So you have to take the time and look into this stuff, and then you realize this is complete and total nonsense. Most of the astronauts are lying. Well, I don't know. I can't even say that. Some of them.
You just lied about what they said. 2 of them. You just lied about what 2 of them said.
Are hypnotized. They think they went to space. You know, like what's the dummy's guy's name? Angel.
Yeah, Don Pettit.
Don Pettit. Yeah. I mean, some of them, but the other ones.
Shite's so happy with himself that he got that one right.
Ones are they're just liars, and some of them are AI at this point. We don't even know. I mean, you guys are in a time where
some of them are AI at this point. We know that Buzz Aldrin's just AI, really.
You don't know what's real anymore.
So the pictures of like man on the moon, space stations, all that's false.
It's all, we can spend hours going through, on my app here or on my website, you can even find some of the videos, but I have a thing called the ISS. It's all about the ISS. It's just, we catch them fake after fake video. They're using green screens. They're using harnesses. They're in zero-G planes. There's all sorts of glitches. And at this point, I'm like, are they actually doing that on purpose? Are they letting us see this on purpose? This is from a live feed. What about the live feeds? What's this line? What's this line? I'll tell you what this line is. This is just from a high altitude shot of the flat Earth, and they wrapped it around a ball, and they had a stitching issue. Right? This was on a
high altitude. But that's the first time I've ever seen the flat Earth from a high altitude. Then
ISS live feed, right? A live feed, right?
Also, and then, guys, you got to remember that they train in a neutral buoyancy lab. They admit that they have an ISS replica under a pool, and we see bubbles in space in the actual live feeds.
This is not a zero-G plane. It's a plane that does a parabolic arc, right? And years ago,
I've actually, when I was on one of my debates that I've done on there, if you scroll back, honestly, I wish I could link it and tell you which one it was, but I do not know. But there's a guy called Josh that comes onto a lot of my lives, Hasselblad. And he is a professional photographer, and he actually has a video of him on the zero-G plane doing stuff and talking about gravity and stuff. And people were claiming that he'd not done it because he didn't have it on. He didn't have it on a format that he could show at the time, but he actually went and said. So this is what annoys me about these dickheads, right? Someone was sitting there calling him a liar, saying he'd never done that, he'd never done that, he'd never done that. And it kind of goading him into proving it. And he's saying, I have done it. Do you really want me to get it? If I get it, is it going to make any difference? Yeah, well, you won't get it anyway, blah, blah, blah. So he's then fucked off for about half an hour, 45 minutes to find this disc, to then try and find a way to show it. Had to go and get a DVD player and all this bollocks, plug it all in with his phone and then fucking film it for his phone. Showed him it. And the fucking bloke on the debate said, oh, well, don't care anyway, doesn't matter. So, why do people bother jumping through hoops for these dickheads?
I was watching a news show in the morning. They said, we're going to have a rare short video interview with the astronauts on the space station. And during the interview, this happened. They slammed into a wall and they cut the feed right away. They slammed into a wall. Like, what is going on here? Now, watch right here.
They slammed into a wall. Real Cygnus, $1. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers. Hang on a minute. I was to get rid of the wrong fucking one. He's going to show us more fake NASA bullshit now.
See this roll of duct tape? So I'm going to go back. This guy catches 2 items with one hand like a pro, right? This was supposedly a sudden shift in the space station. But if you compare it to a zero-G flight, right? When it comes out of the parabolic arc, everybody falls down. So I took that video, I flipped it sideways and compared it to that. It's the same damn thing. Right, so something happened in their parabolic arc. They came out of it sooner than expected, and it went out live on the news. That's why they don't do any actual real.
I thought they did it all underwater, Dave. That's what you've said in the past. Now you're saying that they are up in zero gravity. which gravity don't exist. Make your mind up.
Live recordings of people on the space station when they're floating. They do it sometimes when they're on wires, but when they're doing, heavy duty real floating, they can't do it on the zero G anymore because of this.
I have two questions. The first, my argument would be that so the moon is observably spherical. Like, we can see that the moon is a sphere, and for it to be spherical, it is three-dimensional, so it has volume, making it very dense. It's really heavy, right? And if it's really heavy, that means the Earth needs to be like exponentially more heavy or more dense than the moon.
Then shite. Let's pull this up quickly. Visit site. Oh my word. Why has that brought my house? Gone to a different browser. Hold on, be with you in a sec. So this is what Spin has just sent me. Columbus Monthly, right there. And it says political radicalism, class challenges Worthington students to explore differing viewpoints. Is this what? So for nearly 50 years, Worthington has invited extremists from the left and right to speak to high school seniors in a political radicalism course. The class is beloved by students and the community. It's a good idea. In the fall of 75, you mean autumn? That's what the fall is. Northside native Tom Molnar. Yeah, anyway, what is it? Is this what that is then? Like, is that, are they trying to stop? Does it mention flat earth in this? Because I can see that it's doing all the political stuff. Ku Klux Klan and all this other shit. Does it say that they have people in from flat earth? Flat earth conspiracy theorists right there. I see. So, I mean, but I get that. But is it still a bad thing? Say, because most people don't really know anything about this topic, right? Myself included, when I first got into this sort of 5 years ago, whatever it was, 6 years ago. I didn't know anything about it. So if you've got questions and they appear to be answered by these people, do you think some of these kids piss off from the lesson and think that kind of made sense to me? Like, so in that sense, it ain't a great idea, is it? I don't know. Like, I'm sure some of them walk away and think it was probably, yeah, I mean, I guess as long as the only way it would work is if you had someone like Professor Dave or someone like that in the classroom sarcastically debunking it afterwards, going through all of the talking points that the kids thought were good and saying, no, because that bloke's a dickhead, because this. Then it can be a good thing. But if the teacher doesn't know much about it, maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway, cheers for that.
For the moon to orbit the Earth. If the Earth is a two-dimensional object, it will lack the weight it needs to like have the moon orbit the Earth. What would be your reasoning on how the fact on the moon orbits the Earth?
Yeah, so you're mixing a heliocentric nonsensical model with the flat Earth model. We're not balls. We're not.
No, we're not, but the planet is. But the thing he's doing, this is a rock reflecting sunlight. This is a glowing heavenly body, or whatever he's got written there. Yeah. So he doesn't realize what. Does he not realize, or does he just hope that other people will think that rock should be glowing like that? That is in nothingness, reflecting sunlight to us from a distance, and that is surrounded by other things reflecting sunlight. Why is that difficult for people to understand? Boston concerts, $5. Need to watch you for another 30 minutes. Bored at work. And F Roger. Nice one, yeah. Thank you, mate. Well, that's a super chat goal hit. Oh, I can't. I'm struggling to speak though. You might be able to get that. It's hurting my throat to speak. So I was gonna do an hour, and now I'm gonna do an hour and a half. So yeah, I'll do another half an hour now. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to do the American voice for a little while now. Sorry about that. I know everyone's a big fan.
Massive balls with unproven gravity. It's not mass attracting mass.
No,
right?
you can
somehow this
fuck
moon
off.
is more reflective than this rock. I'm standing right next to the rock, and the sun is shining on it. It should be millions of times brighter than I'm seeing the reflection at 250,000 miles away. But you said that the moon is obviously a sphere. Is this a sphere? Is that moon a sphere?
No, he's not doing that thing. He is.
It's an image that is shaded to look like a sphere.
Okay, so we pick it up. It's a half a sphere. You're kind of right. Is this one a sphere?
Could be.
It could be. It's obviously a sphere, right? Because it's obviously a sphere, isn't it? But in reality, it's flat. All right.
Okay.
How about this? Hold on. Just hold on. Is this one a sphere? Is this one a sphere?
We don't know.
You don't know, but it's obviously a sphere because it's a cup. My bad. Right. So when you look up at the sky, you say that the moon's a sphere. It might be a sphere. I think it might be a sphere, but you can't claim that it's a sphere. And the question.
Yeah, every single one of them would look different from different angles other than the sphere. That's the problem, Dave. And you know that's the problem because everyone says it to you.
Is when there's a new moon, where does it go? It disappears for 2 full days and no one can ever see it. Where does it go?
But also, we only ever see one side of the moon, which would imply that it's a two-dimensional object. It's known as a lunar disk and a solar disk as well. But if you get a sphere...
I've just set another super chat for Wank Juice for the throat. You don't, obviously, under no obligation to send any super chats, but if you don't, I'll hate you forever.
And you cast a light onto that sphere, it's going to have a specular highlight, as little concentrated light
China.
right on that spherical object. The moon doesn't have a specular highlight like it should have if it was actually a sphere.
Right. The moon is a light in the sky, and it behaves just like a local light in the sky.
No, it doesn't. Stop talking bollocks. Derek don't even know where it is. Remember when Derek lost the moon? I think he's still looking for it. I think that's the last video he put out. He was walking around town looking for the moon, and no one's seen him since. I don't think he's found the moon yet.
It's not like a planet then?
No, there's not a place you can go. I don't think the moon is a physical place. I think the moon that we see is literally a projection inside the dome of some sort. But again, I can't make any solid claims because I can't touch it. I don't know how far it is. I do know that it's local. And
no, you don't.
You can prove that by the rays that come off the moon on a hazy day. They show that it is a local light.
You also think the sun is local, despite the fact that it never seems to change size ever.
The moon was far away, the lights would come in parallel like the sun is supposed to, but they don't. Neither of them do.
Let me get Nico so he hasn't asked questions yet. So I'll make sure everybody gets a chance to ask a question first.
I had another question about the moon. So in the spherical world realm, the moon has a congruent orbit with how Earth rotates. It is orbiting us at the same rate that we are rotating as a planet. But we have photographs, like actual photographs taken from actual telescopes of the far side of the moon. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, so again, we don't have anything. The government has showed you something that violates natural laws. They've shown you a cartoon, right, from space, which is, again, if I show you a photo of me in Hogwarts, you're not going to believe in Harry Potter.
If you show me a picture of you, I'll think you're a sphere.
It's real. So when the government shows you photos, videos, and live feeds from Narnia, a magical place that doesn't exist, it's not real. I can prove with science that those photos can't be taken because the location they're taken from violate natural laws.
Right.
Mike Gurney, deplorable. £5 from the mean streets of Wales. Right? Am I right? I don't care if you hate me forever, as long as it misses off Roger. You mean pisses him off, surely. I wouldn't hate you forever. You're far too generous to hate forever, and helpful, by the way, with the emails and whatever and the links. But I did hate you for about 10 seconds the other week when you came here and directed everyone else to a different stream. When I've been prepping mine up all day. So I'm fucking sending them to Twatzoid rather than me. You're a traitor. But I forgave you because you came back and super chatted, so that's good.
And I literally just went by it. I had a picture of the moon. Oh, backside of the moon. This is supposedly the backside of the moon. Is it? Or is that a dirty frying pan or a dirty taco, patty? Right? I mean, you're seeing stuff by given to us by NASA, which has proven we've proven that they lie. So you can't trust anything from them.
But you can trust everything from him. Jerem put together a video the other day I saw about Weiss, and it was like all of the times he'd said about globe proof for the Bitcoin, and it was like saying go to the Antarctica and film the 24-hour sun and prove that the Earth's a globe. Now you don't look at the lights in the sky. Load of bollocks. You can't use them. But he'll talk about them if he thinks it helps him. Look, the lights in the sky are totally relevant in this conversation, but just not when anyone uses them against him. Can go for $5 New Zealand. Photo of shite at Hogwarts, more like fat camp. Lard camp for shite.
Oh, here.
I spent too long today because I thought I'm going to jump on here and do this. I spent too long on here trying to do a song, a love song, a duet for Shite and Dave singing to each other, right? So I've realised that AI ain't all it's cracked up to be, because it can't do a duet. They sing. I said one's got to sing about it's licking the other one's arse and grovelling, and the other one's ignoring it and doesn't even like it and doesn't even care about it. But they kept singing the same shit to each other and then like harmonising. It didn't work. So yeah, waste of my fucking time. Pay £10 a month for that.
Here's what I want to show you. Wait, hold on. You talked about the speeds. So the moon is moving at just over 2,000 miles an hour, right? The Earth is moving at 67,000 miles an hour. So right now, this has
Stanley and Tool sick of listening. Cheers, mate.
To go 2,000 miles faster than the Earth to pass it. So when it goes over here, right? Let me just speed up. When it's over here, it's got to now slow down to 67,000 miles per hour. Now it has to go even slower so to let the Earth pass it. And then when it gets right here, it's got to start speeding up again, or the Earth is going to run away from it. What is the mechanism that makes the moon speed up and slow down?
It's not a ellipses.
It's an impossible thing, and
it's an impossible thing. But Dave needs the sun to speed up and slow down, and just says it just does.
There's a thing called the three-body problem. Are you guys familiar with the three-body problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't model three bodies, but we have thousands, millions, trillions of bodies that are all doing the exact thing like perfect clockwork.
Shite agrees. Big nod from Shite.
They never change. The stars never change. The orbits never change. When we have a planetary alignment, everything should go haywire, but nothing changes. Somehow the sun, made out of helium and hydrogen, which defy gravity on Earth, has enough gravity to hold on to Pluto, but it doesn't affect our moon as our moon comes around the Earth towards the sun. It doesn't yank it away, speed it up, or slow it down as it tries to go away, right? It just magically only holds on to planets, and planets magically only hold on to their moons. And the gravity from Jupiter doesn't perturb any other orbits. It's all nonsensical BS that you just have to believe.
That nobody else seems to have that much of a problem with other than Dave. So all of these people are paid off. It's like, I wonder if when people are doing their PhDs and stuff and they finish it, or I wonder at what point they get called off to the woodshed and whisper in the ear, by the way, all this is bollocks. None of this is true. Don't tell anyone.
From a religious standpoint.
Kayla, you had a question?
That affected your relationships with like people around you, like your family?
That's a great question. It's sure there's certain people that are not ready for this information, but I'm all about truth. You know, if you can't.
Have you ever heard a bigger lie than that? Weiss, I'm all about truth. Jeez, Louise. Arnold. Shite has the three bodies in one problem. It's definitely got the three chins problem, and the moobs problem, and the gravitational problem. He's got his own moon. Weiss is Shite's moon.
Can't handle truth. That's your journey. That's fine. And I've been doing this long enough. I still have tons of friends. I have tons of new friends. Flat Earth.
Tons of new friends. No, you ain't. You've got shite. That's it. Everyone else thinks you're a dick. Everyone else thinks you're...
Cunt of the week. Cunt of the week. It's time for Cunt of the week.
If there was like an extinction level event thing, right, and there was me left, I survived somehow. I wouldn't want to, it'd be shit. But say there was me, and then they said there's one other person that survived. and I say who, and they say shite, I'll just say no, don't bother. No, I don't want to find him, or just where's the gun? Just end it now. Probably eat me anyway.
Is a big thing, right? This is on my app. These are people that are using what we call the friend finder, right? So if we look here, this is a lot.
Oh, look, uses a globe for this, by the way.
A lot of people. These are all people that know the Earth is flat, right?
He's all about the truth, and he's using the globe to do this GPS thing.
This represents less than 1% of the people that know the Earth is flat that are looking into it here in the UK, right? This is worldwide, right? And again, most people.
I live there. Is that me? That blue dot? Oh no, I'm not stupid enough to buy this app.
People don't even know about my app. Right. So this is just showing you that this is a growing movement. Once you go flat, you'll never go back.
Once again, Shite's sitting there watching the sun go round the wrong way above Australia and saying nothing about it. Nothing.
Unless you're,
But they're all about the truth. At the very least, they should say FAD. Your app's bollocks, mate. I still think the Earth's flat, but that map don't work. Stop putting it on the screen or get something else. Because the sun above my head don't do that. That's what he should say. But he doesn't care. He's a truther, but he doesn't care about correcting Dave.
The phrase is once you go flat, you never globe back. But the truth is it is growing faster and faster and faster. But the problem is it's easier to just believe than to actually take the time and learn.
Riley, you have a question?
Out of all the things they could lie about, why do you think that they chose to lie about the Earth being spherical?
Well, for starters, if the Earth is truly how we claim, and it's essentially an enclosed system similar to, like, a giant terrarium, well, then that wouldn't necessitate a creator. Okay, I know if there's literally now a physical
FUCDT, whatever your name is, right? What can you put that in English? The thing that you just said. What you talking about? DMT and whatever. What was the other shit you just said? Might as well have an argument with someone in the chat to kill some time.
physical barrier in the sky holding in all our gas pressure, because according to all the gas laws, you need a container to have gas pressure. Then you got to ask yourself, who would have built this physical barrier in the sky? The answer is God, right?
What physical barrier? There is a gradient, and you fucking know it.
So they're hiding God, which in turn then they assume the role of God, and now
they're hiding God. If God was any good, he could just reveal himself and fuck them all over. And if he did reveal himself, angels are shite, you would say that is Project Bluebeam, that ain't God.
everyone has to grind. They think they have to grind every day and work 9 to 5 and all this.
You don't. You never grinded anything in your, well, maybe a grinder.
BS, right? When everything should be like basically all of electricity should be free for us. We should have free energy, free cut, free everything. And there's more resources and land that they could be hiding from us.
Yeah, fucked or whatever your name is. Nobody's arguing here. Everyone's just pointing and laughing at you because you're unfunny and typing in caps lock thinking that you're going to piss people off, and nobody cares. The only reason anyone's taking any notice of you is because you're the only one saying anything in caps. See you later.
You're going to spend the most of your life, most of your work efforts are going to go to pay for gas for your car, gas to heat your house, electricity to run your house, run your car, whatever. That's going to be the bulk of the money that you make, and it's going to be for that energy. And there should be free energy, right? They're hiding free energy. They're hiding the creator. They're hiding your spirituality. They're hiding more land. They're hiding more resources. They're hiding scientific knowledge. They're hiding what's in Antarctica. They're hiding that you are at the center of creation and that you are special. They're hiding your...
Okay, shot. Yeah. I'd love to see shite hide. Do you reckon shite's ever done hide and seek? Like, I've heard that shite tried to play hide and seek once, went in the wardrobe. It was a pretty good hiding place. Then he breathed out and the doors flew open.
True abilities to thrive in this incredible world. We are incredible spiritual connected beings. And what they did is they literally capped us off with a globe. And they said, oh, that's it. There's nothing left. We're running out of room. It's overheating. We're running out of oil. Dinosaur juice, which is nonsense, right? Oil is abiotic. It's just all the empty oil wells are full again, right? They don't want you to know that there's ample water. There's ample everything. We're told that there's a water shortage. Gaddafi found an ocean of water. He was feeding all.
Yeah, no, nobody wigs out over caps lock. It's just pricks like you do it to get noticed. So I thought I'd give you what you want. It's like jumping up and down. Notice me, look at me, look at me. So I just gave you what you wanted because I'm feeling charitable.
All of Africa, and the United Nations blew it up with depleted uranium bombs after 40 years, the biggest aquifer project. And you were never taught about the Great Man-Made River. Write that down. The Great Man-Made River by Muammar Gaddafi.
Write that down. The Man-Made River.
Right, you were taught that he was a tyrant. He was one of the greatest leaders of all time, but you were taught the opposite.
Okay, we got a few minutes left here. Gabby?
Tried to fly an airplane.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, speak up.
What would happen if you tried to fly an airplane over the ice wall of Antarctica?
Angel, go.
Well, we don't.
Angel, shite. I will let you speak. Permission to speak, shot. Thank you, sir.
Really, no, it's all speculation. There was a person, allegedly a Freemason Admiral Byrd, that supposedly flew over and he discovered more land. But at this point, it's all.
Again, you know that's not true, shite. You know what he said. Land the size of America, which is true.
All speculation. There could be more land, or there could be the container of the Earth that's enclosing us all. We don't really know. We're not allowed to go there.
Hang on, I thought you just said there has to be a container because it violates. Hang on, I've got find my clips.
Violated by gas.
If there's no container, then it's violated by gas.
An Antarctic Treaty all around the South. They've basically drawn a circle around the Earth, the 60th South parallel, and we're not allowed to independently go there and explore. So it's all speculation.
It's funny how he changes that now to independently, but it was just say we're not allowed to go past there. No one is, or you get shot.
Yeah, and we keep finding fishing vessels hundreds of miles inside of the shoreline of Antarctica. When you look at how the flat Earth was converted into a globe, it makes a lot of sense that there's actual boats going beyond what they call the shoreline of Antarctica.
Oh, really? I thought the shoreline is where the dome was, and that's how you get your coffee cup caustic. So where are these ships going then?
There's been people that have gone down there, even with permission from their country, and they get turned around by the military. They get jailed. Their boats get seized. Their boats get sunk. They get put in jail. It's the place.
Put in jail. Yeah, what are you in here for, mate? Oh, mass murderer and all. What about you? Yeah, rape. Yeah, what about you? Oh, yeah. Tried to go to Antarctica, didn't I?
This is off limits to independent exploration.
All right, we got a few moments left.
Wait, before we go to the next question, don't believe anything Angel and I are telling you.
Thanks. I won't.
You need to go verify all this stuff. Follow Angels of Light on TikTok. If you guys are on TikTok, Angels of Light __.
Yeah, follow me. The big
What?
The big
What?
Nod there of approval from shot. Yeah, follow me. You won't learn anything. You'll see me get debunked every single day and kick people the minute they're about to debunk me. And then you'll see a bunch of twat cheerleaders tell me that I just flat smacked someone.
And he does these live debates. His videos are great. Check out my website, flatearthdave.com. Scroll down to where it says Crash Course. If you watch the first 5 videos, you will be a flat earther. So don't do it if you're not.
Lies. Also, if you watch 5 videos, is it? If you watch how many video a day for a month or something, and then come back with 1 globe proof, you can get 3 Bitcoin. Someone should take him to court.
Not ready. Right. Also, my interviews, go watch. I've done over 1,400 interviews. I've been on Roseanne Barr, Jim Brewer.
Watch him on Whatcast. Yeah, that's where you want to watch him. Watch him on the other one with Professor Dave.
InfoWars, many Coast to Coast AM, many podcasts. Go watch some of those. But the thing is, you're seniors. You don't want to learn anything else. You're done learning. You're ready to get out of school, and enjoy life. But this will change your life forever if you take the time to free your mind from the Matrix. That's Globe is the Matrix.
The Matrix.
Okay. Let's do Josh, and I'm going to do a quick sweep here. We got 6 minutes left.
If the Earth is flat, how do satellites work?
Oh, yeah. They admit that they put satellites up on balloons. And actually, if you look up Thunderhead balloon systems, they admit that they have satellite technologies on balloons that they send up. If you look up Project Echo, Project Loon, NASA's been putting up satellites with balloons since like the 60s. But again, that has nothing to do with the shape of the Earth. Actually, most of our communication comes from underwater sea cables and towers, actually like 99% of it. So.
All right.
Satelloons.
Brooks.
I'm gonna be existential and follow like the reasoning of Descartes right here. All right, so if you stated that some of these astronauts are AI and a lot of the information we're taking in is false. And with that reasoning, we have to question everything, right? We have to question what is real and what is not. If they can fake a person such as an astronaut, what is concrete proof of your existence? How do I know that you exist beyond that computer screen if I'm just getting an image on a TV, just the same as I'm getting an image of an astronaut?
It's getting to the point where you're going to need to question that. You can come to Mexico and meet me in person. That's
come to Mexico. Which I paid for from ripping people off. I live here for half the year. Got boats and shit. It's funny that Angels of Shite sits there, you got to do the grind and blah, 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 blah. Dave's quite rich, so he ain't really doing the grind other than this bollocks, but Shite ain't got a pot to piss in. And he pretends that he's in the same boat as Weiss.
That's how you can do it.
Literally.
But I'm not saying that...
he wishes he was in the same boat as Weiss, literal boat.
That the majority of the stuff that we see from astronauts are AI. I think some of the astronauts we see on the space shuttle are AI. Some people are just hypnotized, and others are just liars. And again, the International Space Station could not work. I mean, if you watch, if you know about air pressure, things explode when they're put in a vacuum, right? You put something in a vacuum, it explodes. For example, a football suit, football. Think of a spacesuit, right? It's soft. It's kind of like a snowboarding suit. Here's a football, which is tougher than a spacesuit. Put it in a vacuum and it explodes. How come the astronauts in their suits don't explode in space? Because the space vacuum is worse than the vacuum of this. This didn't even get to full vacuum. Again, the International Space Station is a physical impossibility, which is the greatest build ever, a technological build, but they forgot to film it.
Yeah, it's a good job they didn't go up in footballs, isn't it?
Good, Angel.
Yeah. Also, they had an astronaut that they put in a vacuum chamber to test the suit out, and actually his saliva started boiling with the suit on, and he passed out in the vacuum. And then now they train in the neutral buoyancy lab, which they have an ISS replica in a pool to train on, and then we see bubbles in the live feeds.
Yeah. So
bubbles because it was underwater. See the way he nodded when he finished is so cringe. Like, see, how did I do, Dave? Did I do well with that one?
They've only put an astronaut in a vacuum chamber on Earth once, and it almost killed him. But it works fine in space. And they built the space station in space for the first time. They never assembled it here on Earth. Different countries making different parts, and they put it together, but they forgot to film it. Right? Again, you're believing nonsense because you were programmed. The first thing you learn in school is the sun and the moon and the orbits. Right? Why are they putting that into you? Because it is the foundation for everything else they're going to lie to you about. You've been lied to your whole life. And
you've been lied to your whole life, so listen to me and I'll definitely steer you in the right direction. See, all of this space bollocks it goes, I couldn't even give a fuck if we landed on the moon. I believe we did, but I don't fucking, to me it doesn't change what the shape of what we live on is. And this bloke, whenever it doesn't help him, he always just dismisses anything above his head. Anything. Nah, it don't work, don't matter, can't tell the shape of that. But this bloke goes on about local sun, local moon, space, astronauts, NASA, all the time, moon landing, all the time. Even if all of that's a lie, we know we live on a sphere. Look at the things in the sky.
To face it could be painful for some people's egos. You have to let your ego go.
Let your ego go. He still hasn't contacted Jaron, by the way, for a year and a bit.
We got just a few minutes left here, Quinn, and then we'll see if we can get to everybody here. So we got 3 minutes left.
So you mentioned earlier, I think Angels did, of the laws of thermodynamics. So which of you believe in thermodynamics, but you don't believe in gravity. So when do you think they started lying about this, and like the scientists started being liars?
Well, it's funny because that apple fell on Newton's head in 1666, and then I guess he never saw anything fall down in his life, right? It had to take an apple to fall on his head to say, oh, look, things fall down. But actually, scientifically, no one has ever isolated, manipulated gravity. And actually, the gravity models are...
Vicious cycle. Another 10 gift memberships there. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. If you just got a gift membership, you would have got it from the Cycle of Vicious. And that'd be 20 of you today, I believe. Thanks. Nice one.
Are all wrong. It's not even mass attracting mass anymore. They've probably taught you that in school. It's actually false. It's not
1666, 666, 1066. Battle of Hastings, 1066, 10 times 66.
mass attracting mass anymore. It's the bending and warping of space-time. which is crazy because you can't bend two concepts and have them create something. Like it's never been isolated, manipulated, or proven, and never will be because it's false. It's just a religion to keep together the heliocentric lie.
Gravity's never been proven, never been isolated, never been experimented on, never. It's just a theory, but the proof of electrostatics is real. Walter Lewin, a great.
Yeah, the thing he's talking about there, again, that is out of context. I know I'm right about this. Walter Lewin, I'm going to have to find this clip because in that speech, he goes on about gravity. I'm sure I'm right. I'm sure I've seen this back in the day. He mentions electrostatics. Dave will clip that bit and show you, but then he talks about gravity afterwards.
MIT professor says that everything's held together with electrical forces, right? MIT built this silent drone, no moving parts. It's using electrostatics to lift and propel. And in reality, they took ether out of the periodic table, right? You didn't even know that ether used to be the first item in.
I can't even do my Texas accent today. I can barely do this bollocks that I usually speak.
The periodic table. They can pull energy out of the air to power this thing that has no moving parts. We should all have flying cars that never need to be refueled, but they don't want you to know that this technology exists. They say, "Oh, free."
Let's do a last run here. I'm here for about another 5 minutes. Any super chats would be appreciated, but also mainly thumbs up. 60 thumbs up, 100 people watching. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like. It will help the videos, it will help the algorithm, it will help me grow in the future. And maybe I'll get to 3,000 subscribers, and then I'll only be 97,000 away from a plaque, which is where I want to be. Right, 97,000 is just almost right there.
Free energy, that's crazy. That's a national security thing, right? This is what they're hiding from you. Just that alone is enough, right? Because if we had freedom to travel, we had free energy. They brought back airships. There you go. Time to go.
Yeah, it is time to go. We want to thank you, both of you, for taking time out and presenting to us.
There you go. And Groundhog Day starts again.
Groundhog Day starts again. He's pretending that he's got the ump with doing this. Oh, I've got to do it again now. 2 more classes. I'm pissed off for this. You're loving every minute of it, you dickhead. I'm going to go in a sec, but I want to take this next opportunity to convert people. Again. Vote for this guy for top left. How can you vote for anyone else? Like, Twatzoid, he won it last year. Let's just fuck him off. I mean, he's a prick. I probably can't stand him. But Roger is an idiot, but he wants to win. He's not cringier than that. He is not cringe. That is the cringiest. That is, I know everything, and I'm going to laugh along in a knowing way at all of this bollocks. All right? That's what that was. Team Ledwell. Come on. I will. Right, so I'll come back on Sunday, and someone send me all of the, unless you have already, someone send me all of the Roger clips, and I'll go through them and see if I can change my mind on it. What's that, Lewin? Yeah, that's what he says. Yeah, Paul. Exactly. Right? This is from Kango, $2 New Zealand. Vote for Inspector Clouseau. Yeah, that's him. Thank you. I don't. What is like? Surely, does Led like? Maybe I don't watch enough of Ledwell, right? But does he really think that he's the most intelligent person in the world? Because he does. Like, that bloke there does. He really believes that he's got everything figured out. even to the point that he believes that 90% of flat earthers are not real. He calls people, like he thinks people are NPCs. He thinks we don't exist really, and we're just here. He is not well. Come on. Anyway. Really, yeah. Is he grifting? I don't know, Clovage. Let's have a look for the comments here. The dwarf thinks he can debunk. Well, yeah. That's true. I'll give you that one. Yeah, should we close out with a bit of conspiracy music? I ain't seen him in here today, but we might as well close out with a bit of conspiracy music with a bit of a shite there. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for all the support today. Thanks for all the super chats. Follow the Discord if you can. I don't know if I've got a link that works permanently. I don't know. But if you haven't got a link, I'll fucking go. Right, anyway, let's do this. See us all later. I'll try and come back up on Sunday. Catch you later.
Mad Lion. Mad Lion. Mad
I don't know what's going on. Things are going wrong here today. That's not what I pressed. I pressed that.
Mad Lion.
See? It's confused. And then I'll press Mad Lion.
Mad Lion.
It won't let me play the one I want to play. Everything's Mad Lion. Shall I play the Christmas one? I'll do the Christmas one. If it comes
On the 12th day of flat earth, my true love sent to me 12 Dick Wayne's ball tops, 11 CC wigs, 10 Trons talking bollocks, 9 Ledwells lying, 8 Mikey Smiths suing, 7 Chewies chewing, 6 Vlad dwarfisms, 5 Dave Weiss leaky apps, 4 Vickers sunglasses, 3 JJs ascertaining, 2 Twudzoids cry wanking, and an angel of shite kissing ass!